the Vietnam War, the protest against the war, the week that Nixon bombed Cambodia and that students were shot at Kent State. They were times when the rights of individuals to express themselves, to protest, were being challenged. This was the backdrop as we were beginning to exercise our own ability to help right wrongs.
I think it's easy to put in perspective his idealism for the law. He truly believes in the process. He truly believes that the jury trial at the end of the day is the best form of adversarial dispute resolution known to man. And he's good at it.
Richard is not just one of the leading trial lawyers in Houston, not just in the state of Texas, but in the United States. And he's recognized in that capacity by everybody who knows anything about quality trial work in America.
A courteous and respectful advocate who's passionately committed to the cause of his clients and always passionately committed to winning his case.
He has taken cases that were very successful for him and that made a big difference, but he's also taken cases just because his heart was in it. He wanted the client's case before the jury.
It's about making a human connection with the decision maker, whether that be a judge or a jury. There's a human connection that has to happen in the courtroom before someone makes what is frequently a momentous decision.
Richard is a lawyer of extraordinary intellect.
He will build a case brick by brick by brick, and at the end, you feel like there's really only one result.
It's a very emotive process for him. He's taking in what's coming from the panel, and he's giving back as much, if not more. When he's actually in trial, he's focused, he's brilliant, he knows how to get from point A to point B.
When he's in your corner 100%, and you're going to be beautifully represented.
The first encounter that I had with Richard and Jenny's generosity to the community was as a very young lawyer when I observed Richard and Jenny make a multi-million-dollar donation to support the Harris County Health District.
His boundless generosity, along with Jenny's, has touched all aspects of our community here in Houston over the years. The number of causes, organizations, associations that they have supported in one way or another would constitute a small directory.
I got a call from Harry Reasoner, and he said, our friend Richard Mithoff just called me and said he wants to endow a fund for legal aid for veterans, and he wants to do it in the name of Joe Jamail. I said to Harry at the time, it will inspire people in the state to really do some good for these men and women who are coming back from deployment, who desperately need the services that they have fought to protect.
Many of us who are more fortunate these days don't come to understand that there are in fact barriers between many people in our society and access to justice.
The pro bono program works with all Texas law students starting as early as the first couple weeks of their time here as a 1L. It empowers them to use their developing legal knowledge and skills to deliver legal services to people in the community who otherwise wouldn't have access to any legal assistance at all. Over 90% of students sign a voluntary pledge to work with the Mithoff program and to deliver 50 hours of pro bono service during their 3 years at the law school.
The Gender Affirmation Project, like all of our internal pro bono projects, is made possible because of the generosity and support of Richard and Jenny Mithoff endowing the pro bono program.
As a student who wants to go into public service, this is really important to me because this connects me back to the reason why I went to law school to begin with.
To be able to have the opportunity to talk to clients, to make a real actual difference as a 1L, 3 weeks into your law school education is really amazing and unique.
They're actually graduating from law school and taking their skills and impacting access to justice in Texas and other states in incredibly meaningful ways.
I think Richard might look back on his life in the law and feel that he has been privileged to have the roots that he's had, to have started as a lawyer working for Judge Wayne Justice, and then spending years with Joe Jamail, both of whom he's honored in impressive ways. Richard's gone out of his way to see that he's paid respect to the work, the people, the causes that have been the subject of this great legal career.
Life and hard experience forces all of us to question whether the system succeeds in the way that we idealize it as young lawyers. His faith in the legal system is one of the abiding realities that has lasted the entire 21 years that I've worked with him.
He falls into this group of people like Racehorse Haynes and Mike Gallagher that are larger than life, that give more now to the legal community than they get back.
Lifetime achievement for me means that you have a consistent, long-standing, unbroken history of contribution to your profession, your community, to the state.
There's kind of a finality about that I'm not sure I like. Let's just call it a midlife achievement award. Congratulations.
My dear friend, my best wishes, congratulations. Your life has been a grand achievement.
I want to thank you and Jenny so much for your support of our students and this work in the community.
And I cannot think of a better person than you to get this Lifetime Achievement Award from our University of Texas.
Mr. Mithoff, I want to congratulate you on this Lifetime Achievement Award. It is well deserved, and I hope that you get many more accolades as long as you want them.
The briefcase. That battered, worn, tired-looking briefcase.
It's long traveled, it's seen many cases.
I'll concede the point to Richard that he looks a hell of a lot better than the briefcase he carries today.
And he takes a great deal of pride in that old and somewhat dog-eared briefcase, I think because it reflects the long journey that he's had as a lawyer.